What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am back in the UK, as you guys know, settled in my new spot, and I'm generally loving life. Do you know what I mean? I'm generally loving life, but on the other hand, I am also feeling very frustrated right now, and you know, it's really, the last couple of days I've really been sort of feeling it, and yeah, I just kind of thought like, fuck, I'm just going to get onto the video and I'm just going to talk because I have to, because basically my mind is so active at the moment that I'm finding myself, you know, overthinking and just kind of winding up sort of frustrated and kind of heated up on the inside, that like I'm writing and I'm really trying to let all of my frustrations out. And it's kind of funny because obviously if you guys follow my channel, you know that I like astrology. And a new aspect of myself that I'm discovering is the quality of Mars and where it sits. And I've sort of been researching that and actually researching a lot about my 11th house. I've got quite a strong 11th house, which is the house related to the group, organisations, government and stuff like that, and humanity. Do you know what I mean? And I really do care about humanity. Deep down, it's something that I really care about. You know, people having, I don't like to use the term like equal rights, because I just don't think equality quite exists in this world. I think it's overspun, especially if we're playing in terms of the ego. Do you know what I mean? If we're talking about equality from the aspects of the personality, then I think it doesn't exist, because all it is an overturn of power. One side has the control and then the other side has the control. I think for, you know, equality to actually occur, we really have to come from an extremely high place in terms of spirit, and then, you know, that's when everything it becomes one, and equality doesn't quite exist because you're one. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I struggle with like equal rights and stuff, but just sort of like, I guess I think more about empowering every single individual, so that every individual's spiritual development can take humanity as a whole to the highest place, as opposed to all of these fights for justice, because fighting just doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? Fighting doesn't work. And basically, I don't know, this is a bit of a ramble, it's just going crazy, but you can probably see there's like this pent up energy in me, and I think I'm experiencing that Mars in the 11th house, and you know, I've been focused on other areas of my life. I do travel around my own personal chart quite a lot. I was in the area of health for a long time, health and service, and understanding the human body and the physical body and the mind and all that kind of stuff, and then creativity, and I've explored how I feel about public image and all that kind of stuff, and I've explored a lot of areas of the chart, the home, material, and this is the first time that like, I knew when I was moving to England that I was basically gonna find myself in the house in the 11th house. I just knew it. In the house of friendships and groups and stuff like that. And I actually tattooed Uranus on the back of my head because I just knew that the 11th house was coming. And sure enough, it is. And it's no surprise because, you know, at the moment, there's a lot of, like, you know, we're entering the age of Aquarius, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on that links to government and humanity and all this kind of stuff. And I'm really struggling with it, with this Mars quality that is passionate, incredibly passionate about humanity, group humanity and people. It's incredibly passionate about it, but at the same time, you know, like Mars is aggressive, and it's frustrated and it's angry. And yeah, I'm finding myself kind of in that space at the moment, trying to figure out how I turn that. It's passion, I can feel it, I'm so passionate about it, but how I keep that passion, how I sacrifice, you know, something or other. I'm really trying to figure it out still, how I sacrifice. What do I need to do? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I need to be involved with people, I need to be having ideas, and I need to be acting on them, but at the same time, like, I am pretty controversial. Do you know what I mean? I am controversial, and I see the world, I don't know, maybe in different ways to the majority, not saying everybody, but I see the world in different ways. I see things differently to what is typically being portrayed by everybody, and it makes me feel very different and very frustrated because I'm seeing a different picture. And, you know, part of me on one hand wants to go and stand up and, like, you know, say all these things that I want to say. And on the other hand, like, you know, I don't really like confrontation, and I don't really like arguments, and I don't really like any of that stuff. So, you know, I'm kind of like overly cautious of what I'm saying too, because I don't really want to piss anybody off. But at the same time, yeah, like I'm really feeling that Martian energy, to be honest, and it's just a really interesting one. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna post this on YouTube. This is a bit of a ramble, but you know, like I'm also getting to that point where I'm just wondering, you know, a lot of things. I've got some creative projects on the go that I want to document for YouTube, but at the same time, like this is just really me in the rawest, and this is what I do, is I think and I analyze and I reflect on myself, and I wonder about myself and the world, and that is why I'm posting this video, really, because yeah, I think a lot, and I even overthink the YouTube thing. Like, I can't just post on there like me talking, but I can just post on there me talking, because it doesn't matter who sees it or what. Like, this is me, and I don't mind being on the camera. So so yeah, Mars, it's interesting how it's making me feel right now. I am in England, and I think that England is a Mars dominated country, so it's also not a surprise that I'm really feeling it. And I'm just trying to be conscious of the burning energy that's inside. But yeah, that's what's going on for me right now. I'm experiencing the Mars energy. So guys, if any of you know where Mars is in your chart and you've like felt the energy of Mars, why don't you just like comment below. But yeah, that's it for now. I just feel like I had to let that out, you know what I mean, on the camera. I just had to let it out. This is like I said in other videos, it's like a diary for me in some way, shape or form. So yeah, I don't know if you enjoyed the video, but I hope you did. I'll see you in the next one.